Good evening, everyone. Tonight, a problem that's rarely discussed: domestic violence among police officers.
And Carly Gordon is here to explain why experts say it's a safety concern, not just for the victims, but for everyone. Carly?
Every night, police respond to calls involving domestic violence. Sometimes those calls involve officers themselves. Experts say certain departments do a better job of handling those cases than others, and tonight they're calling for change. We first told you about Kenneth Suggs in December. The former trooper is now accused by prosecutors of pointing a gun at his girlfriend's face and ripping her video camera doorbell off the wall. He's the latest example of an officer accused of domestic violence. And it happens more than you think.
It's a worldwide problem, not only a nationwide problem.
It's scary, too, since the victims are often especially afraid to report, and the perpetrators, trained officers, know exactly how to use deadly force.
But you take those skills and give them to someone who is violent, and they use that violence in their own home, then what you've done is you've created a super predator.
Mark Wynn was a Nashville police officer for 20 years. He's since helped design the national model for how police departments should deal with officers involved in domestic violence. Wynn is disappointed knowing that while the Nashville, Franklin, and Murfreesboro police departments have policies that specifically deal with officers in domestic violence, many others do not.
My question for police chiefs in Tennessee is, and sheriffs, why aren't you doing the same thing that Nashville's doing? Considering Tennessee's the fourth or fifth most dangerous state in the country for women?
The victims are many.
It involves more than just physical abuse.
Nanette Cheesem says at first the abuse seemed harmless.
If I didn't ride my bike fast enough, he would scold me for that.
Then it got worse. Tonight she too is pushing for more policies, and she says it's an issue everyone should worry about.
If they're abusive at home, how are they treating domestic violence victims on scene?
Advocates are now pushing for a new law in Tennessee that would require all police departments to have a policy that specifically addresses officers involved in domestic violence. States like Oregon and Washington already have those laws on the books. Carly Gordon, News 4.